the hell is Glenn? Still, where the hell is Glenn, girl? Anyway, Walking Dead season 6, episode 6, Always Accountable. This is pretty much a Daryl episode where they're showing basically what's going on with Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham, because we already know that half of the pack were still following Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha on down the road as half of the pack broke off and was heading back towards Alexandria, okay? So basically this episode is to show us what's going on with Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham. So basically the episode, I do have my notes here because y'all know I can go, I'm long-winded, girl, and to keep me on track, I do have notes. So it starts off with Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha. They're, like I said, they're leading the pack down the road. And someone starts shooting at them all of a sudden. So when they start shooting at them, of course, Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham are trying to get away from it because they don't know what's going on, you know, at this particular point. So Daryl goes his own way, and he fell off his damn motorcycle and everything. I thought Daryl was dead at that particular point when he fell off that motorcycle. And Sasha and Abraham flew through like a little wall situation. And, you know, Daryl is driving his motorcycle, but, you know, through walkers and all type of shit. Yeah, I thought it was over for them. So, Sasha and Abraham come out there. They blasting on motherfuckers. They shooting up the cars and all this type of stuff. Just going ham and cheese. And they kill the people that are behind them. So, but like I said, Daryl is gone on his own little merry way. And he gone down in the woods and shit on his motorcycle because they went in two separate directions, because of course Daryl's on a motorcycle and they're on a bike, okay? And when you're on a fucking motorcycle, you're a little bit more exposed than the people in the car, okay? So that's what's going on with that. Like I said, Daryl is driving through walkers and shit, and then he ends up in the woods or whatever. So, and like I said, Daryl's in the woods, he's pushing his bike, and the woods have been set on fire, okay? Woods have been set on fire. There are, you know, walkers and shit that's just laid out. And there was one little thing that was sitting next to there. I don't know what that was all about, but it looked like a fucking alien or whatever. I don't know. Maybe, it was, you know, the face and shit was melted because, you know, it was burned or whatever. I don't know. But it looked like a fucking alien thing to me. I don't know if y'all peeped that too, but it looked like an alien. But anyway, so all of that is going on. He's radioing Sasha and Abraham, you know, to see where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't be that far apart at this particular point. So he's radioing them, but he's not getting an answer. I don't know if they're too far away from each other. I don't know, but it shouldn't be, because hell, Rick now was radioing people when they were like miles and miles away. So it can't be that they, you know, were out of reception, whatever. I don't know. But that's what's going on with that little situation. So he notices that he's bleeding. So he's going into his backpack to, you know, I guess get some stuff to like bandage himself up so he don't bleed profusely or whatever. And then all of a sudden he hears some shit in the woods. So he covers up his bike with some leaves or whatever, and he heads towards the sound. Now when he heads towards the sound, he finds two chicks like hiding behind this little tree. So they're, you know, trying to distract him and shit. And they're saying, you know, we're going to pay you back for what we took. Then all of a sudden there's a dude that comes up behind Daryl and busts him in the head, okay? Busts his ass in the head. Then all of a sudden, we see he's, you know, kind of out of whack, and he's trying to open his eyes and everything like that, and they have him tied up. So he's basically tied up. So basically they done kidnapped his ass and tied Daryl up, okay? And I thought it was OB. I was thinking to myself, damn, did we go back to Terminus, okay? Because I thought they was finna shish kebab his ass the way they was sitting on that little log or whatever. I thought they was finna cook his ass up, okay? That's what I thought. I thought they was finna shish kebab him. Go. I thought maybe some of them folks from Terminus had and escaped or whatever. But they got him tied up. They're in the woods or whatever, basically kidnapped him. And they basically tell him, you know, how they set the woods on fire and they kills Walker in the beginning. I think they think he's a wolf at this particular point. I don't know if the people I'm going to talk about later on in this review are wolves or not. Y'all let me know. But I think they think he's one of the wolves or something like that. Don't know. So they tied his ass up and they tell him, you know, we going to take you with us. And if they catch us, we going to offer you to them in exchange for what we took from them. So like I said, I think that they think that he is one of the wolves. So they're going to offer him to the people in exchange for what they took from them. So it's still at this point, they think that he's one of those people. So they get to the area, and again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the area where everybody hates Chris and Glenn and the other dude went to scavenge for food, and that's when them, you know, them wolves set out all them damn walkers out of them 18-wheelers. Y'all let me know about that. But they go to this area. I don't know who exactly that they're looking for, but they go there looking for someone, and they notice all the walkers, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's probably one of them. Then all of a sudden, one of the girls passes the fuck out. And as the girl passes out, Glenn is not Glenn, girl. Y'all got me thinking about Glenn because y'all just won't, you know, y'all just won't let us know. But anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, they just won't let us know whether or not Glenn is dead or not. So as the girl passes out, Daryl is able to escape. So Daryl is able to escape, but he don't. When he escapes, he makes sure he don't escape in without his damn duffel bag with his damn bow and arrow in it, girl. Because when they knocked his ass out, they took all his shit, of course. So he makes sure when she passes out, he's able to escape, and the guy's shooting at him and all this stuff. But still, they stay behind to see about the girl that then passed out or whatever. I think she got diabetical or something. I think she a diabetical. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because you know, later on I saw them, they were shooting her with a fucking needle. So I think she's a diabetical. So she ends up passing the fuck out, and Daryl ends up escaping. Okay, he ends up going into the woods, hiding a little bit, and he unties himself, and he but as he's untying himself, he notices a walker coming in the woods, and mind you, his bow and arrow's in his fucking bag. So he's trying to, get the bow and arrow out the fucking bag. Almost gets bit, okay? Because the walker was literally this close to that, and he ends up getting it out of the duffel bag and killing the walker before the walker was able to kill him. Thank God. So he does that. So that's what's going on with that little situation. So Daryl ends up escaping, and he ends up killing a walker, and he left them motherfuckers behind to do whatever the fuck it is that they're gonna do. Okay. So back at the OK Corral with Sasha and Abraham. Sasha and Abraham, they decided they want to go looking for. Well, Abraham wants to go looking for him, but Sasha says, we don't need to do that. We need to stay put because if a person goes away from the group, usually they'll come back to where the group was to look for us. So we don't need to leave our post going looking for him, because we go looking for him, he's gonna be looking for us, and it's just gonna be a whole big old gigantic mess. Okay. So they're radioing for him, and of course he doesn't answer either. Because like I said, they're probably out of range or something. So they decide to go into this old insurance building and stay put in there. And in case he decides to come back or whatever, and they end up writing his name on the door to let him know, okay, we inside here, you need to come inside this damn insurance place if you bring your ass back looking for us. Okay. So Abraham asks Sasha, is this our new home, and all this type of shit, basically saying, is this where we gonna be at forever? Okay, because at this particular point in time, remember, the walkers were still following the car as they were, heading down this road before they broke out, before the people started shooting at them. So I guess he's thinking maybe eventually we're going to get trapped inside this damn insurance place, and we're going to be stuck in here. And she basically tells him, it's your own damn fault. I didn't ask you to get in that car with me, because you guys don't remember, Sasha decided that she was going to, drive the car by herself. But Abraham was like, no, it's going to be a long ride. I don't want you to go by yourself. And she basically asked him, like, why? You asked me, do I have a death wish? Do you have a death wish too? He was like, no. He said, but you was kind of out of control, which she was. We already know that Sasha was going through a mental breakdown, girl, because after all the shit that happened with her brother, then with her boo thing, she was going through a lot. So she was a little out of whack with everything. As I thought at one point she was gonna damn kill herself, and I thought for sure she was gonna kill that damn priest. I wish she would have killed that motherfucking priest, girl, because his ass needs to be dead. But anyway, we're gonna move on swiftly and professionally. But yeah, she's basically telling him it's his own fault that he came. So if this our new home, motherfucker, this our new home. It's your fault that you decided to come, okay? So back at the OK Corral, Daryl goes back to find these fucking people, okay? Why he goes back to find these? I guess he goes back to get a little bit of revenge, okay? But when you in this type of a situation, I guess you kind of do need to go back and kill them motherfucker. But he goes back and he takes their gun and some other thing that the dude was carving, because he decided that he wanted something else. You ain't finna, I want your gun and I want everything else, but they didn't have shit else. So the dude was carving out something, talking about somebody's granddad, or Daryl was like, I don't care, just give it to me. So he took that thing as well. But as he's taking the shit from him, some dudes pull up in a fucking truck that looks like one of them Hills Have Eyes trucks. And gets out of the truck, because Daryl walked off. He's hiding behind a tree at this point. Gets out of the truck and he's telling them, you're going to have to pay for what you took. So these apparently are the people that they assumed that Daryl was a part of, okay? And the dude was like, well, we don't have some shit that he was saying. We're going to pay you back. We don't want to go back there. So they were apparently living with these folks. And I don't know if they were stealing food, exactly what they were stealing. I don't know if they were stealing the gun. I don't know exactly what they stole, but they stole some. And the folks looking for their ass, okay? And of course, they didn't escape because they probably weren't supposed to leave, okay? So as he does that, he told us, like I said, he told them that they're gonna pay for exactly what they took and all that stuff. So Daryl decides that he wanna help him, okay? Cause they go that heart of gold and shit, and that shit will get you killed. That heart of gold. I understand that you have to be a little bit humane in certain situations, but at the same time, when we in an apocalyptic world, I'm not finna risk my damn life for some motherfucker who just tried to kill me, period, point blank, exclamation point. But that's just ThickChickVlogs, okay? So Daryl decides that he wants to help them run and all this type of shit. So they're running, and then they end up hiding behind like a little tree situation. Now, one of the dudes is looking for him. He's walking around trying to see if he can find him or whatever. Now, he's in no hurry or nothing like that. It appeared to me like they probably just wanted to get him and take him back to the place, because I didn't see no guns in there, but maybe I'm mistaken. Did y'all see some guns that them folks had? It seemed like they were a little calm looking for them damn folks. So, but when Daryl decides to help them run, he gives the man his gun back. The dude that kidnapped him, you know, remember Daryl went back and found him, and he had the bow and arrow pointed at their ass, and he stole the dude's gun from him, got the shit that he was carving. When all this shit went down with the dude with the heels half out truck, Daryl decided to give the dudes the gun back. I guess, you know, he needed, help in fighting these motherfuckers. So Daryl decided to go ahead and give him the gun back. But as one of the dudes is coming towards him trying to find him, because Daryl made some noise with some of the leaves or whatever, because he wanted the dude to hear him, because he saw there was a walker stuck in between a rock. So as the dude turned coming towards him, the walker bit the fuck out of the dude. So the dude is bit now. He's yelling for the other dude, I've been bit, and all this shit. So he's like, cut it off. So the dude gets a fucking machete and cuts the guy's arm off. And at this particular point in time, the guy's like, okay, it ain't worth it. We need to go back at this particular point, because we didn't have to cut your damn arm off. Now we got to take you back to the thing so we can bandage your ass up, or you bleed to death, start hemorrhaging and shit. So they end up leaving them alone, because the dude didn't got bit. They got to take him back at this particular point in time. So they just basically forget about the fools that then ran from them or whatever. So then the dude looks at Daryl and he's like, so why the hell did you come back to help us? Like, he's like, I thought you was one of them. Why did you come back and help? I guess thinking that they said, motherfucker, I done kidnapped you, knocked your ass clean the fuck out, took your bow and arrow, all your shit, and you still decided that you wanted to help us? I don't know. Like I said, that's that hard to go, because he asked him why he wanted to do it, and Daryl was like, I don't know why I wanted to do it, because you dumb. And I'm going to tell y'all why the fuck he dumb in a minute, okay? Yeah. Because he a dumb motherfucker. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Anyway, so back with Abraham and Sasha, they're still waiting on Daryl to come back. And Abraham is on the roof, I'm sorry, and he notices, there's like an army truck or whatever, and there's a guy that's hanging on, like a little, I don't know, like somebody, I don't know if he was trying to get off of the roof or exactly what the hell was going on, but anyway, there's a walker that's hanging on by a damn thread off the roof, okay? And in this army truck, Daryl finds some cigars, he finds some missiles, all kind of shit, girl. And the dummy, I don't know, y'all tell me about this, was Abraham in the military or something like that? Because I noticed when they had went into the insurance place, when there's a walker inside of the insurance place, by the way, but he's behind like a glass door. And Abraham found a suit, one of the, to keep your nice clothes and shit from getting dust on. I forgot what they call the shit, the suit zipper thing. I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, he finds a army uniform, or a like a uniform or whatever in this zipper thing. So he ends up, I noticed he's kind of, looking at it like, I don't know, but I think he was in the military, if I'm not mistaken. I think I know that he was in the military, because I think when we first seen Abraham in the gang, weren't they in like a military vehicle, him and Rosita and the other people? I think he's a military man. So, I guess he had some type of soft spot for this army dude that was, hanging on by a thread on this fucking roof. So that's the reason why he decided to go over there. I don't know if he was trying to fucking help the man, or if he was trying to get the missile off the man back. I don't know. But the motherfucker almost got bit for being stupid, okay? Almost got bit for being stupid. So, after he, fucking around with the fucking walker and almost gets hit, he decided to back his little bitch ass on up. The walker ends up falling off of the damn roof, splattering, all that type of shit. So that's what's going on over there. But I'm still trying to figure out why the hell was this dummy fucking with the damn walker on that ledge, because he could have easily got bit. And that would have been, well, I wouldn't have felt no type of way about it, because he was stupid for doing it. But I guess he saw one of his army, I guess a fellow army mate on the roof, and he wanted to help him. I don't know, but it's a fucking walker. I don't know. Is he starting to go crazy again? I don't know. So he go back to where Sasha is, and they talking jibber jabber, all this type of shit. And he tells, did he tell Sasha that he wanted to get to know her? Okay. Did he tell Sasha that he wanted to get her? Do he want some of her chocolate thing? Y'all let me know about that. And she basically tells him, you got some shit that you guys to do first and all this type of stuff. I think he basically told Sasha that he wanted to get to know her, girl. But y'all let me know down in the comment section below. Maybe I was hearing that shit wrong, but I think that's what he was telling her, okay? So, back where Daryl is, they basically telling Daryl why they thought he was, you know, one of the people that were looking for them. And it looks like one of the girls has diabetes because, like I said, this is when they have the needle in there, like giving her an insulin shot or some shit like that. So, as they're walking through the woods after all this stuff, they see a burned cabin. And the girl who got the diabetes, she runs towards the fucking cabin. And they're calling her like, okay, come back or whatever. But she's running towards the cabin. And they notice two people that are in this cabin burned up. And apparently it's two people that they knew, you know, when all this shit happened. Apparently they came back to this area to look for these people. And, you know, as they see these two people there burned, the girl walks over towards them with some flowers or some shit and kneels down in between these two dead bodies, okay? And one of the fucking, well, shit, both of the fucking bodies, you know, of course, their eyes open and they start eating the fuck out of her ass. So the girl with diabetes, she done walked her dumb ass over there to these fucking walkers. Well, it wasn't no walkers at a particular point in time. They were just burned bodies. I guess she thought they was dead. And decides that she wants to put some flowers next to their damn head for whatever point, whatever reason, girl, I don't know. And they end up biting the shit out of her ass, okay? So that's what's going on there. Daryl runs over with his little knife and stabs the fuck out of him, okay? So Daryl ends up killing him, but they didn't bit her ass, so she dead now. But they end up digging some holes and burying her ass in the hole and all this type of shit here. And when all that happens, you know, Daryl's asking the dude, you know, has he ever killed anyone? And the dude's telling him no. And, you know, Daryl's like, why not? You know, and he's basically explaining to Daryl why he hasn't killed anyone, yada, yada, yada. So after all that, Daryl decides that he's gonna, you know, he wants to get back on his motorcycle to go back and look for Sasha and Abraham. He tells him, you know, it's two people, you know, I left them right around. He was like, how do you know they still there? He was like, I don't know they still there. But he was like, y'all can come back with me. And they got a car, you know, since I'm on my motorcycle, y'all can come back with me and y'all can get in the car with them and y'all can head, you know, go with us where the fuck we going. But as he does that, telling them that they can go back with him to find Sasha and Abraham, the dude pulls the gun out on Daryl again. Pulls the gun out on his dumb ass again, girl. Yes, and tells him, I guess, I don't know if the dude is still thinking that Abraham is that Daryl is a fucking liar and maybe he's trying to kill her. But if I was trying to kill your ass, do you think that I would have helped you? Do you think that I would have helped you? Because them damn people would have had your bitch ass, okay? So I'm a little pissed off at Daryl because Daryl is getting a little soft too. But like I said, that's what you call that heart of gold. But Daryl is a badass, so you know maybe he had a reason for doing what the fuck he was doing. I don't know. Because Daryl did want to recruit more people. Remember that. Daryl did want to recruit more people. But like I said, a guy pulls the gun on him, takes Daryl's motorcycle, takes his fucking bag, that got his bow and arrow in it, took all of his shit, girl, and threw him that damn shit that he carved and drove the fuck off, okay? Good luck. Good luck to you. I hope that you find your crew, okay? So Daryl is fucking dummy. They done took his damn bow and arrow and shit, and they took his motorcycle. I don't know. Maybe eventually Daryl will catch their ass, or maybe they'll be dead, and he'll find his damn bag with his bow and arrow and shit. I don't know. Wishful thinking, okay? So that's what's basically going on with that. So in the woods, he ends up finding a fuel truck, okay? He ends up finding this fuel truck. This is what you call a stroke of fucking luck, girl. A stroke of luck. So he finds a fuel truck, gets in the fuel truck, and next thing we know, Sasha and Abraham are in this building, and they hear like a truck coming. Look outside, and it's actually Daryl inside of this fuel truck. So Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham are now inside this fuel truck, heading back, I guess, in the direction that they just came from. And Abraham or Daryl, one of them, radios for Rick and says, you know, are you okay? And next thing we know, we hear the person say, help me. And that's how the fucking shit went off, girl. So this episode was okay. I guess it basically just showed us what was going on. I understand that they gotta have these little filler episodes. I get it, okay? But this didn't really give us a whole lot. It didn't. It didn't give us a whole lot of nothing. Nothing. This was just a filler episode. And you know, I guess it's okay for exactly what it was. And next week, I saw the preview for next week's episode, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm clueless. as to what's going on. If you guys saw the preview for the next episode during the Talking Dead, let me know what you think is going to be going on. It appears that maybe some of the walkers are going to start getting into Alexandria and they're going to have to start, you know, killing folks. I don't know. But it appears that's what's going to be going on in the next episode. But I was a little bit low-key confused. But if you guys saw the preview for next week's episode, leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about this particular episode down in the comment section. And I will talk to you guys next week for episode 7. Bye.